Minecraft! Yay! Minecraft! Well, the carburetor for the Shut Up game. Anyway, so I got my chainsaw out. What was it? The snapper, the Homelight 24 chainsaw, and I was going to put the carburetor in carburetor cleaner. But during the progress, I realized that when it comes to carburetor cleaner, you can't put plastic in carburetor cleaner because plastic will, or you can't put plastic in carburetor cleaner because the carburetor cleaner will melt the plastic. So there was this plastic thing that the gas tube hooks up, coming from the tank into the carburetor. There's a black L-shaped triangle, L-shaped plug for the, and I was trying to remove it. So I can put the carburetor in the cleaner, and I just ended up breaking the deal. So I tried to rub it. I didn't break it on purpose. I was trying to pull it off, but it wouldn't. So I just took some wire cutters and just began to cut it, and that did not help at all. And then once I got to the deal, there's this little bitty golden deal. Well, it's not made out of real gold, but a little fake gold aluminum deal that the metal thing, or that the black plastic thing goes onto, and I thought maybe I could just get the gas line over it, but I couldn't. So then I just grinded it completely flat. And then I realized that there's no way for the fuel to get in now. So I just grinded that little deal, the little fake golden thing that the black thing hooks up to, and then gas line. Anyways, so I grinded it down, and that did not help. So all I did after that was I just drilled a big hole into the carburetor, the same size as the gas tube. I just drilled a hole in the carburetor so the tube could just slide in. But then I'm starting to think that that won't be very secured. So now I think I might need a new carburetor. And this carburetor is different. You can't just take a weed whacker carburetor and snap it on, or you can't take any other kind of chainsaw carburetor and just put it on and expect it to fit. It's a very awkward carburetor. Very awkward carburetor. It has to be a special kind of carburetor to fit on this red chainsaw. So now I got it soaking. I drilled the hole deep enough so the hose can just slide in, and I'm hoping that hose won't cause any leaks. Hopefully it won't cause leaks there, and it should still work though. So welcome back to the castle. Just let's build. Today we're building the grand hall, or the grand entrance. And we'll move on from here. Here we go. Okay, here, let me scoot you guys over because I don't feel safe with my controller not having enough room. It might go flying off. It might go rolling off. Here we go. So now I don't have a chainsaw. My dad got a new one, and my dad's old green one, I went out there today. I came up with an idea, or I came up with an idea that I thought might make it run, and it didn't run. In fact, it didn't run at all. Now the chainsaw is just crap. The carburetor's good. I mean, both compartments were full of gas in the carburetor, or it had gas, so the carburetor's good. It was put in carburetor cleaner, so I know it's good. But chainsaw just doesn't want to run. So my dad has an orange one, and he quit using it because, yet again, same problem, wouldn't run. So now I'm going to try and get that orange one working. Not today, I had enough today. It's hot out there and I've had enough. So just in case if you guys aren't familiar with the goat cart that my cousins gave me their goat cart, and I said I was going to use the water pump motor. Well, I don't need to use the water pump motor no more, because if you saw, not this video, but the last video, you'll say, got a new engine on the goat cart, and in that video, it's a very short video, it's like maybe 5 seconds long, or 5 or 10 or 2 minutes long, and basically I had the engine on, I hooked up the gas line, so you guys can probably see that video. It's a very big engine, way bigger than the water pump motor. So I still don't have a carburetor for the water pump motor. Anyway, so I finally got Jerome, my dad's racing partner. I finally got him to come over and have a look at this carburetor, or come have a look at this original carburetor, and even with the new diaphragm and new gaskets, and some new gaskets, the carburetor, the original carburetor for the water pump, I finally got Jerome to come over and have a look at it because I said I needed his assistance, and he's really good. I mean, he's really good. Way better than, he's gooder than me. But anyways, he came over finally. I took off the carburetor for him. So I took the carburetor off before he got here. That way, when he got here, the carburetor would already be off. Anyways, we put the diaphragm and everything back in, and it's not the motor, it's the original carburetor. He said it was no good. It was no good. It was no good. That original carburetor, the L-shaped original carburetor, it was no good. It was junk. It was trash. It was no good. Even when he came over, it wouldn't suck fuel. Even by putting the original extension line back on, it wouldn't. And the motor, the carburetor that bolts to the engine, there was a total of 3 gaskets. There was 2 gaskets on there. There was 2. Can you fucking believe that? There was 2 gaskets already on it. And I didn't even know. I was like, wait. No way! There's 2 extra gaskets on there. And plus the new ones, so that was a total of 3 gaskets that the carburetor was bolted onto. So I threw the old ones away and just used the new one. And basically it was 2 brand new gaskets went to waste. But yeah, that carburetor was no good. It was actually legit no good. It was trash. It was no good. It was junk. He said it was no good. So that was it. I mean, it was actually no good. It was junk. He said it was junk. He said what we could do. The newer carburetors have a bowl, and we could just put that carburetor on the water pump, and then have the gas tank up high, and just let the line just run down into the carburetor. You know, I thought, okay, that was a good idea. And I went over to my cousin's, and I looked at the cabinet. I was like, "Ooh, wait, that's a carburetor with a bowl. Hey, can I have this?" He's like, "Oh, you better ask Nick." Okay. Anyways, the carburetor that I found at my cousin's house, it came off a garden tiller. They removed it, or they replaced it because it was no good. And so, I wanted it. And when he came over, I showed him, hey, Jerome, what do you think? And he opened it, like, oh, there's a few things inside the bowl that it's missing. The float was there, but there was a few tubes that was missing. So it was no good. But I still have it. I'm sure you can get kit for all that. And then, like, wait, the carburetor on that there black generator, it has a bowl too. So today, I took it out and opened it, and it did not have any tubes, So yeah. So that carburetor was no good, so then, let's see here. And then, I think it was the same, it was the same day when I showed Jerome, it was the same day when I showed Jerome the carburetor with the bowl that I got from my cousins. I showed him when on that same day, I went with him over to his house, and he had a garden tiller that he got, and I made a decision. I could take the carburetor I can either A, take the carburetor off of his garden tiller, or B, take the entire engine. So that's what I did. So instead of the water pump motor, I chose this motor. So that's why in the video when you see it, you'll see a big engine sitting in my go-kart running. And that motor came off of Jerome's garden tiller. So I had a choice. I could either take the carburetor. I could either take the carburetor off of Jerome's garden tiller, or I could just take the engine. So he was like, "What is it gonna be? You want to take the carburetor or take the engine?" And I was like, "You know something? I'm wasting my time on this water pump. Just give me the engine so I don't have to worry about messing with this water pump motor anymore. That way I don't have to worry about messing with this water pump motor because it's driving me crazy." So, and that's how I got this engine for my go-kart. It's not the water pump motor. So when I went over to, I said, I went over to his house because Jerome said that he had a garden tiller at his house, and the carburetor, because Jerome said that he had a garden tiller over at his house, and that garden tiller has a carburetor with a bowl. So when I went over there with him, he said, "Do you want the carburetor or do you want the actual engine? Do you want the carburetor for the water pump motor? Or do you want the entire engine?" And so I can either A, take the carburetor off of that garden tiller and the carburetor not work. I can either A, take the carburetor off of that motor, or get the motor entirely. So I was messing around. I was like, and Jerome was like, "I don't even know if it runs." So we emptied out some of the oil in there, and then poured some gas in there. sprayed some gas down the carburetor, cranked it, and it ran. I was like, whoa, dang. It runs and it idles. And at the end, I think before we were about to leave, or anyways, during the progress, I was like, Jerome was like, well, Tanner, what's it gonna be? Do you want the carburetor or do you want the entire engine? I was like, you know something? Let's take the engine. So now I got a big engine to go with my go-kart. It's in there, it's bolted, it's not tight, but it's bolted. It still needs to be adjusted. We still need to get the clutch. And after that, it's going to be tires, and that's about it. And then it'll be done. Just a clutch, 2 back tires, and that'll be it. That'll be it. So yeah. Now, if you don't know what the video, I will link the video in the description down below, so you guys can go and check out the video. So you guys can go check out the video. And excuse me for a second. For a few seconds, I'm gonna go get a Diet Coke. So now I don't have to use the water pump motor for my go-kart. I got me a new motor off of that garden tiller. I was so lucky that that motor actually fit. It was fucking big! And even when it's pushed all the way back, it's hitting because of that air filter. So I might have to cut the air filter a little bit, like an inch, or like maybe like 1 inch or 2 inches. Not 2 inches, but maybe an inch. And then now we can get far enough for the chain. But I was still thinking we might need a longer chain for it, because. So yeah, guys, that's how I got the engine for the water pump. That's how I got the engine for the go-kart. That's how I got the engine for the go-kart. Yep, I'm not using the water pump no more for the go-kart. The original idea was to use the motor. The original idea was to use the water pump motor for the go-kart. But since I went over there with Jerome, or since the original idea was to use the water pump engine for the go-kart. But when Jerome mentioned he had a garden tiller that he doesn't use, or he doesn't need, or that he didn't need. Ever since Jerome mentioned this about this garden tiller that he had, I was like, I can either take the carburetor off of this garden tiller, take the carburetor off the garden tiller and put it on the water pump, or I can just take the garden tiller motor, or I can just take the motor off the garden tiller and just put it on the go-kart, and that'll be it. That's it. That'll be it. So that's what I choose. I chose to use the motor off of his garden tiller. He told me, he said that Jerome said that this garden tiller, it doesn't belong to Jerome. It actually belonged to another guy. But Jerome said that this guy said it doesn't run. So Jerome's like, okay, I'll take it. So the dude was about to throw the garden tiller away. So Jerome said, "I'll take it." And so the garden tiller sat in his garage until I went over to his house. Until I went with him and chose that motor. That was it. Guess what was wrong with the motor? It had too much oil. It had too much oil in it. That was it. The dude put too much oil in the motor, and that's why it didn't run. All we did was drain. Because when you open it, when we took off the oil tube, oil just overflowed out. So we drained some of the oil out, poured some gas down the carburetor, cranked it like 2 times, and it ran. Just went. I was like, oh damn. Maybe I should take this motor. So that's how I got this motor. Or that's how I got the motor for the go-kart. Yeah. I made the right decision. I made the right decision, guys. And that was to use the water pump motor. Oh, it's 92. Jeez, bro, I think I'm blind or something. So now I have a motor for the go-kart, and all I need now is the clutch and some wheels for the back. And that's pretty much about it. it hot in here. And, you know, just got out of the shower, but shies away, it's hot. Here, let me turn on the fan. Be relaxing. Alright, so after the layer of stone brick, you want to do another layer of the brick. So make sure you guys grab your nether brick, because you're gonna want to put nether brick over this layer. Now take your nether brick. We usually use the nether brick block, but technically, we're not in a snow biome. Now, if you guys are in a snow biome, you use nether brick. If you're in a rainy biome, if you're in a biome that involves rain, or if you're in a biome, if you're in a snow biome, use nether brick for the main roof, for the overcoating. For the overcoating, okay? If you're in a snow biome, use nether brick. Use the nether brick block. If you're in a rainy biome, use stairs. If you're in a desert, use stairs. did I tell you to stop? Huh? Huh, stairs? Did I tell you to stop? No, I didn't. Why are you stopping? Now, the reason why you use nether brick, the nether brick block, if you're in a snow biome, is because snow won't stack on stairs, or snow won't stack on stairs. I mean, if snow stacked on stairs, you would use stairs, but watch. Look, if I get snow, I mean, just watch these. Just watch this. See, snow on a block. Snow, as you can see, snow won't stack on a stair. So if you're in a snow biome and it snows, your castle is going to have no snow. Your castle is going to look hideous because there's no snow on the roof. Because snow won't stack on stairs. You can't place snow on stairs. Then, roof will be up. Woohoo! The roof is done. This is completed. As far as I know. It's not fully completed, but it's completed. We can finally begin to start building the first set of hallways. Now I would like to build a door. reason why I do this is because so I can build the door. The Enderman's going. I guess you could say he's going ender. No, nothing? Okay, I'll stop. And we also gotta even up the ground too, so. That's about it. So if you don't understand, motherfuckers, yeah. Take your spruce and dark oak. Basically, make a door. Now just to make a door. A door! Boy. Yeah, you're gonna make yourself make a motherfucking door. Make a motherfucking door. Make a motherfucking door. Okay, I'll stop. Make a motherfucking door. It's time to fuck your bone. Make it a half open door. Ta-da! This, that, and that are going to be stairs. So stair, stair, stair. And I think this is going to be a door. You can just leave it open if you want to. Ta-da! Okay, that's it. So this is going to most likely be a staircase, so you can just grab your grab your stairs. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to be quiet as much as I can. I'm going to try to be quiet, guys. So this is a staircase after all, so I'm most likely going to have to turn it into a staircase. Right. This will lead to the second floor. I think, okay, this is going to go to that up there. I'm thinking. So brown sheep, they're rare. So we did a lot today, and we have plenty of time, so I'll probably most likely be doing a lot of work to this until the end of the day, or until I have enough. So these are gonna be stairs. I don't know where they're all gonna go to. Okay, I'm gonna assume this is gonna go up to the armory up there. Well, that's all. Well, that's what I'm gonna do, but. So now we have the next step of part of the plan. The plan. The plan. And that is to fill it all in. To even up the ground and make it super pretty and gorgeous. 50 minutes? So make sure you guys smash that like button, punch it in the fucking asshole, and let's get started. Make sure you drop a like, dislike if you have to, leave a comment down below so I'm not lonely. And I will reply to you guys if needed. If you guys have any questions, I'll be glad to answer. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be quiet. You look, it's me over here making all these weird fucking noises. In the meantime, okay, 45 at 69, you motherfucker, at an 886. 8888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888888áDid I sound like a sheep? Sounded like a sheep there. Bad. I'm gonna be quiet, bro. I'm making farm animal noises, bro. What is wrong with me? I need to die. Why won't the farmer kill me? 88688. Shut up, sheep. Make me, bitch. Damn.
12,596 blocks filled.
You don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna fucking shoot you if you don't shut your fucking mouth, sheep. Okay? I tried to kill you I tried to kill you in the past. Here you are. I'm gonna shoot you if I have to. Okay? You are making me so hungry right now. Shut the fuck up! Okay, shut up. Just shut up. Shut the fuck up. Just shut it up. Just shut the hell up. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll stop. Hey, at least I'll try to, okay? -0.
7,004 blocks filled.
Yeah, you see the Enderman? Going crazy, bro. Going crazy, you fucking idiot. Fuck you, bitch. What the fuck was that? 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 It was my asshole. Oh! Bam! 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 I know, some of y'all are probably like, dude, shut the fuck like, no. 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 Oh, gosh. You wild motherfucker.
15,000.
15 dot. Okay.
25,765 blocks filled.
Hey, I guess you can see the tree got eaten by grass. No, nothing? Okay. You're bad at jokes, Santa. You bitch. I guess you could say the Enderman was freaking out. No, nothing? Okay. I'll stop. Please stop. No! Damn! Just, hey Tanner, take out the trash. No! That's right. You heard me. No! Just like, okay? What'd you say? No! What did you say to me? No! Say that again! No! 12 out of 12. Shut up! Shut up! Jeez. Oh my god. This is the worst day ever so far. Really? I didn't even notice. Bitch. What the fuck are you gonna do, fat ass? Hey! Hey, we talked about this. Stop talking about people's... Stop talking about our privacy spots while we're filming. What if I want to? Is it okay if I talk about privacy stuff? It is? Okay, thank you. Good, because I got a whole bunch. Oh boy, here we go. Once upon a time, there was a cow that had sex with a human. With a girl. So the girl went over to the cow, and then they began to do ton to ton. Okay, Tanner, that's enough. Jeez, shut the fuck up. She enjoyed... Hold on, let me start over. Once upon a time, there was a 18-year-old girl. Oh boy, this is gonna be very interesting. Once upon a time, there was an 18-year-old girl that didn't have a girlfriend, or didn't have a boyfriend. Sorry, I said girlfriend. I meant boyfriend. Okay, had a boy. She didn't have a boyfriend, but she wanted one. But none of the boys at school, none of the boys at school liked her. So she was very lonely. No shit. So one night, here we go. She went outside. She went into the cow pen. Oh boy. And she did it.
16,003.
She did it. With a cow. Okay.
22,007 blocks.
Oh fuck. Can you believe it? No, dude, I could hardly believe my eyes. She did it with a cow? Yeah. Wow.
18,000.
Well, anyways, one night she went out to the barn, to the cow pen, and there was a male that was eating the last bit of hay. She went out in the field where the cows were, and there was a male cow, all by itself. And she went up to it, butt naked, and then she kissed it. She did ton to ton for the first time. It was her first kiss. And she said, and she liked it. It wasn't that bad. So then she continued to keep going ton to ton with the cow. She continued doing it. She did it all night long. And eventually, the cow put its penis into the girl's vagina. And then the father went out in the field one morning. And then, in the morning, the father went out in the field to bring the cows back to the barn so they can eat. And the father found his daughter. And then the father was so shocked to see his daughter raping a cow. So then instead, the 18-year-old girl didn't go to school that next morning. Instead, she went to the hospital to get checked out. And the doctors found that it was too late, and the cow's sperm, you know what I'm talking about, has already turned into a baby. So the 18-year-old girl had cow sperm in her vagina, and she was pregnant by the cow. So it was too late already.
$15,004.
So then the father said, "Why'd you do that for?" And she said, "Because nobody at school likes me. And I'm lonely." And she said, and so the doctor and the parent said, "Honey, why'd you do that?" And she said,
23,011 blocks filled.
because none of the boys at school like me. And then the father said, "So you did it with a cow?" There were plenty of boys out there. She's like, "It doesn't matter now, because that was the best sex I have ever had." And I'm going to do it again once I get home. And I'm going to do it again when I get home. I'm going to go back out there in that field with that cow. And we are going to kiss. Again. And she said, and the parent said, "Well, you could do that, but eventually the police are going to catch you." And she said, the parent said, "Well, if you keep doing this," the parent said, "Well, honey, the police are going to find you eventually." And she said, "No, they won't. Because I'm going to do it at night. With no flashlights. And there's no way they're going to find me." Oops, I messed up. Jeez, bro, I keep forgetting the negative.
7,007 blocks filled.
So when she got home,
13,840 blocks filled.
so 2 days later, she got out of the hospital, and when she went home, later that night, she went out there to the cow again and began to have sex again. They didn't do penis to butt. They didn't do penis to vagina. They just did tongue to tongue. They did it for a good hour or two. And that, kids, is how the 18-year-old girl got pregnant by a cow. Why? Because I'm bored and have nothing else to say. That's why I said that. That's why I said that story. Tanner, what would you do if you were a girl? If I was a girl, I would probably have sex with an animal. Oh, really? What kind of animal would it be? And depending where I live. If I live out in the woods, it will probably most likely be a deer. I'll probably most likely rape a deer if I was a girl. If I was out, if I had a dog, it would probably be my dog. If I was on a farm, if I was a girl and I was on a farm, I would probably rape the goat, the horse, or the cow, or the sheep. One of the two. I don't know. So I'm sorry, okay? Listen, look. I can't, okay? I'm filming on a phone. I can't edit this out, okay? I don't have that ability. So, I'll probably most likely put a warning, sexual jokes, in the title of the video. I'm probably going to say, rebuilding my My Little Pony world. Warning, sexual jokes. I'll probably put a sexual joke warning at the title of the video. So, yeah. So if you were a girl, yeah, and you lived on a farm, yeah, you would rape one of the farm animals. Maybe some of them, I don't know. Okay. Hip hip hooray! Yay, rape some animals. Yay. Yay. Would you twerk? Twerk in the animals' faces? Twerk, 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 twerk. Wait. Oh, damn it. It was 73. At 61. Wait, no, wait. Beep. No, it's 125.
17,278 blocks filled.
Yeah, first I gotta smooth it all. First we gotta smooth the land out. Yeah, we gotta smooth it out first before we continue. Okie dokie. Think we can do all of this? Maybe. Well, yeah, probably not. We'll probably just 1111 61 and a 1074.
One 63 actually, and a 99995. 99995.
14,364 blocks filled.
Oh yeah, forgot. No negative.
Hmm.
Four. 14,700. 19,603 blocks filled.
Wait. Wait, no, negatives. Wait. Yeah, negatives. I was like, wait, is there negatives? I'm pretty sure there's negatives.
11,510 blocks filled.
Oh!
No negatives on the 3. Oh, this is a cross, by the way. No joke. It's an actual cross. Actually found it. It's actually a natural generated cross that I found. Filled up with gold. Torches. Oh my gosh, 139.
$17,770 blocks filled.
Actually
1074. Wait. Wait. Wait a second. Wait, what's this? This is. Oh. Wait a second. Down. Okay. 1074.
14,344 blocks filled.
1049. 1. And 1038. Oh. Alright, so just gonna fill all this in. Shouldn't take too long, actually. I don't think I can do all of this, but we'll try.
20,118 blocks filled. 20. 20. 20,162 blocks filled.
Okay, let's go ahead and flatten this all out. I'm gonna end it for right here. I did enough. I did enough for one day. Go ahead, finish the rest of it. Go ahead, finishing filling it all in, and that's gonna be about all you gotta do. So, see you guys in the next one.